Are you? It's lovely to see you all. Welcome to another Friday episode of Honest Conversations. We're so excited to have you. Hopefully, it's going to be a really good episode today. We've got some lovely and amazing guests, and they're going to share with us a lot of wisdom, a lot of valuable information that's going to make a difference, hopefully, in your life. I'm super excited about this topic and about these guests today. So just a few seconds as we wait for more time, for more people to join and connect with us. Looking forward to giving you an amazing, incredible time. So I have Christina that's coming in right now to the call. Here we go. Join in. Let me invite them in. Da-da-da. Thanks, buddy. Trying to make this interesting for everybody. Here we go. Kiki just joined. And we're going to wait now for Reine to join. And that's Reine. That's fantastic. All right, let me lower the sound. It seems I have a feedback loop. Sorry, guys.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to use a...
I see some people I know here. I'll just say hi to Albertino, Gerard, Yara, Melissa, Steph, Rifat. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining in.
If I unmute guys on the live, let's see if you have a feedback loop. Okay, I need to check. So Christina and Reine, can you please make sure that your microphone, your volume is muted completely on your telephones?
Okay. I'll have to wear some.
So ladies and gentlemen, I'm really sorry about this. We're trying to figure out the sound. I apologize. Keep your microphones, lower the sound on your phone or on your computer as we try to figure this out, because we've never had 3 people on 5 different platforms, and there's no way to test it until we go live. So just give us 1 second. Is that okay? Yeah. So just give us 1 second. So let me just see. Christina, you're on earphone. You're on.
Yes, I can hear you.
So Reine, can you put the earphones too, please?
Okay, I did.
Earphones on. You're putting earphones. Yeah, but you gotta wear them in your ears for the computer.
I have it. Okay, wait.
They are in your ears? I can't see.
Yes.
Okay, Christina, you're also on earphones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did it work?
Not really, I think.
Can you still hear an echo?
Yes.
Anna, I'm fine. I can hear you well.
Okay. Then I will be okay. I can hear you, but I'm good.
Okay, Reine, your earphones are on Instagram or on your computer?
Computer.
Okay, that's weird because I don't have any sound out for you. Hold on, let me check really quickly. Okay, let me invite you to call. Say something.
Hello. I'm here.
Okay, your voice is gone on the computer, so I can't hear you anymore.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Let me check. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. I'm sorry, this is kind of challenging, but I promise you will get resolved in a few seconds. First of all, let me just check. On Instagram, can you all hear us well? Give us feedback really quickly and let us know if that's the case. And let me see, I've never had this happen before. That's weird. I can hear you clearly. That's my mom. She's saying she can hear us clearly. The thing is, where did the sound go? There's no more sound on the... Okay, so Christina, can you say something, please?
Okay. Hi, everyone.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so it's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. We're super excited for tonight.
Okay, Mary Reine, can you please say something?
Okay, I'm very excited. I can hear you well. And I
Yes,
don't
your
know
voice is super far on the computer. Can you try bringing the microphone close?
Okay. Is it good now? Is it better?
Yeah, so that's what was
Okay.
confusing me. All right.
I'm gonna put my microphone in front of my mouth.
Okay, so everyone from Instagram is telling me there is an echo, there is an echo, there is an echo on your side, John. How do I resolve this? Okay, so let me try to also use earphones and see if that works. But if I do, everybody on Instagram should still be able to hear. So let's give this a try. And I think it should resolve it. So let's check. Guys, can you hear an echo on Instagram still? Is there still an echo on Instagram? Please let me know.
So
Is there still an echo on Instagram?
And from my side,
Okay.
I can hear you perfectly.
Noreen, you can
well.
hear us well. Okay, so that's really good. Bad fi shway. It's much better now. Okay, so let me
And it's
note a little echo.
okay, much
slight
better.
echo, but
Okay, is it acceptable? Is it acceptable enough for you guys to continue moving forward on Instagram? Because I think we solved it here on Facebook and on YouTube, right? So I think we've resolved, and I can see my head is chopped off by this look, so we're not going to change that. All right. Okay, so Christina, can you say something? Let me see if I can hear you, please.
Okay, so can you hear me clearly? I can hear you very well. Everything's good from my
Yeah.
side.
Mary Reine, can you say something, please?
yes, I can hear you as well. And I don't know if you can hear me properly.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Okay, finally. Wow, that's been a crazy challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. We're so sorry, but this is the first time I try to have 3 people hosted on both Instagram. So 3 of us have come together, and also 3 on Facebook, 3 on Facebook page, 3 on YouTube, and 3 on StreamYard. So I'm sorry, we're not a technical group, but I'm doing my best to make this happen as we all try it from home. And we're learning as we go. And your support has been so valuable. So let me introduce my 2 incredible, lovely, amazing guests, because they are here to share with us these awesome ideas. So Mary Reine is a vocalist, and she specializes in speech and language therapy. Okay. She's the lovely lady that has the eco sign on top of her, which is the company that both Mary Reine and Christina are partners in. She has a master's degree from the University of Liège. I hope you pronounced that properly, in Belgium. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to pronounce it in French.
Liège.
Yes.
Liège. Okay. All right. And at the same point in time, she's been working with patients for various medical cases, including individuals that have cancer, nodules like in the throat area, and clients and instructors and people in public speaking engagements and stuff like that. And also anyone that wants to enhance their voice. So this is our lovely Mary Reine. Mary Reine, can you please wave your hand, say hello to all the crowd?
Drum roll.
Oh, that's wonderful. Also at the same time, you can see a lot of people joined. So what's really awesome today is our mom, Claude Ziede, is actually watching us, Claude Ziede Kairouz, and my sister, also Stephanie Kairouz. So it's an entire family motion situation going on. How about you guys invite Dad on the show, at Meza, and we'll have a good time. At the same point in time, I want to introduce my sister, which is going to be kind of weird because that's kind of weird. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Christina Kairouz, the famous and most incredible singer and vocal coach, who actually has been a very pleasant sister to have in my life. Like, mostly when you have sisters, you a lot of trouble. Well, Christina was born, there's a 10-year difference between her and I, and then Stephanie was born, 15-year difference between them and I. And I actually had the pleasure of changing their diapers, and now I'm trying to be like my mom does. You know, it was like Ibn Izrir, and I'm like 40 years old. So bottom line is, I just want to let you know that Christina's been working in the vocal coaching and development industry, and she also sings. She has a YouTube channel. Reine is amazing at what she does. Amazing, really. And it's such a pleasure to have you both on the show today. Amjad, Yani, thank you for delighting us with your lovely, incredible faces. We also have a guest on the show, Maria, who just joined right now. Maria, I'm not going to be able to invite you directly on right now because we got to spend some time with Kiki and Marianne. Kiki, well, that's what I call my sister. And but I promise later on I will pull myself off and bring you up if you'd like to talk to these lovely ladies. So let's tell you what the topic is about today. And this is a very important topic for two primary reasons, because I call it empower your voice because I really couldn't figure out a better word for it. And some people, you know, shared with me their thoughts like, what exactly is the topic today? That's a very odd topic to talk about. But, you know, this show is about honest conversations, and it's also about self-development. So we use coaching, mentoring, training, development, feedback, experts, and even tools and avenues, basically anything that's going to assist you in getting yourself to where you want to be. So this is where you are, and this is where you want to be. We want to take you there in the shortest path, fastest way. And why are we talking about empowering the voice? Because we have two types of voices that I'd like to talk about today. The first voice is what we call the internal voice. The voice is inside of you. And that voice has many different tones. Okay, I talked about this last time. I said, if you remember when we were talking about how we deal with situations where we have a parent voice, so the parenting voice, the critical voice sometimes, or nurturing voice, which comes in and says, John, you can do this. We're absolutely certain, you know, you've done this before, you can do this again. And then you have the parent voice, which kicks in and says, the critical parent, you know, how many times, you're such an idiot. Why did you do this? How many times? You shouldn't have done this. You should feel pretty guilty about doing this. Then we also have the free child and the adapted child. So this adapted child is the child that is kind of trying to do their best to adapt to the situation, says, yes, I have to do what I must be told to do. And the free child is like, I don't care. I just want to have a party, right? And then you have in the middle, the adult voice, which is sort of like, okay, this is interesting. What can I learn from this experience? What do I really want? And I'm going to move forward. I'm going too fast for you guys, so I'm going to go slow. I remember from last time's comment to slow down. So that's the first part of this talk. We're going to talk a little bit about this. That's my area, which I'm going to be covering, how our internal voice affects the way we think, the way we make choices, the way we understand or perceive situations. What kind of dialogue do we have with ourselves? Is it empowering or disempowering? Is it judgmental and limiting and structured to hold us back, or is it helping us to overcome our challenges and our difficulties? And then we're also going to sit and talk with Christina and Reine about the external voice and the connection between developing your vocal cords, how you speak, your tone, your tempo, your pitch, your timbre, what things you can do to enhance that voice. And I was preparing a competition for you guys where you could win. We're going to ask these questions live, and you can share on Instagram your thoughts and ideas. And we'll see who kind of figures it out. But I didn't have time to put it in a computing system because, to be honest, it's been a very busy day. So I'll get there soon. Maybe soon we'll start to have crazy competitions. Bottom line is, let's start first by giving and handing over the reins to Christina and Reine, because I've done enough talking for now. I tend to talk too much. So let's start with Reine. Reine. So don't say I'm favoritizing my sister. We'll make her favorite. Why? Can you just explain to us in very simple terms, what is it exactly that you do in like a 2-minute summary, if that's okay?
Okay, so I'm a vocalogist, which means I can work with people suffering from vocal disorders or any vocal injury. And I help them to get their voice back and be able to communicate again properly with their environment. But I use evidence-based practice, so we use everything that is scientific and medical to do so.
Amazing. And you've been doing this for quite some time now, right?
Yes, almost 5 years, and I did a bit of research also. So I was working in the research field and the clinical field.
Amazing. I mean, I obviously know a lot about this because I happen to have been the first person recently in a long time to do this new test or assessment that you guys have. and that assessment gave me so much information about my voice, which was kind of shocking. I didn't expect that, and it was positively shocking. So that's really, really awesome. Christina, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so Awashi, I'm really happy to be with you tonight. I'm a vocal coach, I'm a professional singer, and I come from a 7-year background in business management. I have a master's degree in human resources, and John knows the story that I've had a passion for music ever since I was a kid. And I majored in business and I went into the business field, but at some point I realized that this is not where I belong and this is not my calling in life. My calling is to be in music and what makes me happy and what gives my soul this passion. So I shifted careers and I met last year through John, which we are very grateful for, Reine, who is now my amazing partner, and we founded Echo Voices. So basically what we do is we mix her scientific approach, because she comes from the scientific background, with my artistic and business background to provide custom made packages and sessions for our clients based on their needs, of course, after we perform the vocal assessment, to give them the best service and to help them unleash the power of their voice and, the real true essence of who they really are.
That is incredible. What I'm going to do right now is to make sure that the sound is as clear as possible. I'm going to keep us muted when we're not talking. And I think that seems to be working for everybody. Is that okay for everyone? Let me just check. Again, Facebook, YouTube, please, Instagram. Just let us know if the echoes have been figured out. And I also want you to think about the fact that you can ask Mary and Christina many, many questions about your voice. So things that you can kind of do right now, and this is, think about, for example, are you comfortable with the sound of your voice? You know how many people listen to themselves on WhatsApp and they tell me, for example, I hate the sound of my voice on a voice note, or I really don't like how I sound. And that in aspects is kind of a self-judgment on who you are and how you feel. Well, these two incredible ladies can really work with you to increase the quality of your voice, because the way we speak, the way we communicate, the way we express, and the way we have fun, for example, like singing and many other things, is all impacted by our voice. And voice is over almost 30% of the amount of information that comes to our brain when we're communicating. So body language, according to Albert Mehrabian's study, is around 55%. Some people are saying the study is outdated, but in fact, I found it to be pretty true through my years of experience. You have voice around 35%, and then the rest are dedicated towards words, okay? So 35, 55. Yeah, that should be correct. It's actually more like 37, but anyways. So the reason why I'm saying this is because there's a lot of opportunity today to talk to Christina and Mary and kind of find out things that you want to know about your voice and about how to improve your voice, or how to improve your relationship with your voice, or how to improve how your voice affects others' perception of you and your impact on them. Because can you think of a leader, for example, giving a speech, whether it's a woman or a man, going, "Hi, how are you? My name is John and I'm a superb leader." That's not going to work, right? And if someone is speaking about something that's important, you always notice that the actors that are chosen for primal roles have very powerful voices. So let's think about what's his name, the gentleman who always does voice. Morgan Freeman, right? Morgan Freeman. I mean, that's a signature voice in its own. So the reason why we're saying this is because really the impact of voice makes a lot of sense when you think about the context of things. Like, let me try to put it this way. Can you imagine a blockbuster movie without any sound? Or all the actors who are superheroes have really ugly and weird voices. Have you noticed if you do a romantic movie, you never choose, for example, a lady going, "Hi, how are you?" It's not going to work, right? Or, for example, the man's like, "Yeah." That doesn't work. You always expect the guy, if he's really good looking, to have a deep and communicative voice, and the other way around. So we didn't talk about politicians, but we're talking about leaders. Politicians and leaders are two different things in this country. So let us get a little bit deeper into this. So the first thing I want to ask is, what is voice health, Mary-Reine, if you don't mind?
Okay, so actually we can see if we're dealing with a healthy voice or not But the most important thing is always to start with a vocal assessment. So it's a scientific test. We analyze recordings using a specific software, and then we are able to get numbers and scientific data about the different vocal parameters like the pitch, the vocal range, the sound pressure level, intonation, speech rate. And based on this, we can say if the voice is healthy or not. But the most important thing is not to make sure that the voice is healthy, because sometimes a person doesn't have a healthy voice, but he's okay with it. So we don't change it. And sometimes we can see a person with a healthy voice, but he doesn't like his voice, or he is too shy, or he just wants to explore his vocal capacities. So we should define the objective of our client or patient or person. And based on this, we can come up with a customized plan to work with him to reach his goal.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And is this a long process? Is it a short process? And what's the benefit of doing something like this? What would you say to
Okay.
people?
So it's a session, it's a 45-minute session. That's all you need to do. I will be doing the analysis and the testing. And it's very important to do it because we can make sure that what the person is able to do with his voice. And it's also important because we can compare the voice before the therapy sessions or coaching sessions and after the sessions. So it's very important to be able to have numbers to say that this person has improved or not. This is why it's very important to do it.
Okay, that sounds really, really awesome. I want to take a little bit more from Christina here. Christina, how do you guys work together, and what's the added value for the client in this case?
Okay, so basically, after the vocal assessment happens, we sit together, we discuss it, and we have a call with the client. So once the client has a full detailed report of their voice, we can also, through the vocal assessment that Mariran does, we check the range, the register, whatever weaknesses and strength the individual has with their voice. So because it's all based on numbers and figures, this is something, you know that it is valid, and it will allow us to be able to set together with the client the objective of what they need. For example, if we have an individual who's a coach, or who is someone who's a public speaker who uses their voice a lot in their workplace, like you, but you went to us for other reasons, for music as well. So we come up with a plan based on their needs, based on the level of the weakness, or not, I'm not going to say weakness, but based on the level of their advancement with their voice. So if someone does not have any experience in that field, so we start with them, we can come up with 6 or 8 sessions, and we interchange. So sometimes Mariran can take 2 or 3 sessions based on the need and based on the vocal assessment. Sometimes it's all the sessions are with me and there's only 1 session with her. So it all depends on what the results of the vocal assessment show us, and based on those figures and numbers, we divide the priorities, and along with the objectives, the objective of the client, because at the end of the day, we want our clients to be happy, and we want them to reach this level of mastery of their voice, not just for a professional level, but they are having it's some sort of a long-term investment, because our voice does not only affect us in business, but it also affects us in our daily lives, in our relationship between ourselves, within ourselves. And you were mentioning something about the inner voice, which we're going to be talking about, I guess, in a bit. So this is something very important, because at the end of the day, our voice is our identity, and it's how we want to showcase ourselves to people, and how we want people to perceive us, and how we feel comfortable with ourselves. Just like the fashion or the clothing that we choose to wear every day, we choose to have our voice every day in our lives, and that is going to make a difference and impact us and the people around us.
That is so true. Thank you so much for sharing that. I was just reflecting on what you're saying, and I was thinking to myself, I mean, it's, God bless individuals who don't have the capacity to speak, but if we are used to speaking to get things done, how much do we use our voice in general to get ourselves to get things done, or to get people to understand us. So you can talk, you can chat, you can type, but at the end of the day, so much is done at the level of our voice, and the impact of that can vary in quality. So I think, I know personally, I've sent and actually I don't want to use the word sent, but I've recommended a lot of my coaching clients to go towards sessions with you guys when they were facing some challenges when it came to the voice, and the results were incredible. I mean, I have parents calling me saying thank you, they're a godsend, they're angels. That tends to be the general theme that comes up. They're such angels. And I'm like, you don't know them. And then, all kinds of experiences. Like, I'm just joking. You guys are amazing. And really, it's been life-changing. Their children have changed their lives, all ages, and even individuals. I've forwarded 2 CEOs that have done incredible work with you when it comes to their public speaking engagements and their capacities. Some ladies who were in the business world who weren't taken seriously because their voice was too high pitched, and it was sort of like not even breathing properly. And I'm sorry I have you guys muted, because I'm just making sure there's no echo in the voice. So now everyone who's watching, this guy's so evil, he muted everybody and not letting anyone talk. But what we're saying is that your voice tends to give a lot of information. As coaches, behavioralists, we tend to look at what the person does, how they're breathing when they're talking. That gives us a lot of information about what state they're in. I have a friend of mine who just popped on, Rima. She's saying sometimes fear and anxiety affect the voice in public speaking. Do you help in that by breathing sessions, for example? So I'm going to shut up and transfer that over to both of you. Who wants to answer that? Raise your hands. I feel like I'm in school.
Okay, so we're not going to be working only on the breathing exercises. Okay. Is it good? Okay. So I was saying we're not gonna be only working on breathing exercises, but we will teach her how her voice works and how to control it. This way, she will be able to control the different parameters and not let the stress and the anxiety affect her voice. Because when we are stressed, we tend to speak at a higher fundamental frequency, higher pitch, and this is why you are taken less seriously and you are not as credible as a man speaking on a lower frequency. So we work on all of these, and I'm gonna let Christina continue because I think she has something to say as well.
True. Mariran understands the vibe. It's just by looking at each other. She gets me. That's the perk of working with someone who is not just a business partner but family. Anyway, I just want to say hi, Joe. Thank you so much. I love you too. So I just want to add to what Mariran was saying, is that she was saying that when we speak, or when we get nervous, we tend to upspeak. And it's not just about the tone, but it's also about the breathing. So whenever, for example, if you've seen someone have a panic attack, or get so nervous, you start to take breaths from your chest, which is just because you want to catch your breath, because your body is in a fight or flight situation. But whenever you learn how to calm your breath, and in our sessions, the breathing is the foundation of life. So it's not just about the voice. It's if there's no breath, we cannot live. And it's the foundation of everything. It's what grounds us. So this is why, for example, in yoga, they use a lot of breathing. Every move that you do is synchronized with your breathing. You meditate, you breathe. So when you learn, and there are exercises that we do to help you know which way, the correct way of breathing, because maybe a big number of people that I've worked with, and Mariran has worked with, and just any random person, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who don't know how to breathe correctly. So it's just always taking the breath from the chest, and it's the short-lived breath. So once we know and we understand how all the body works to bring out the best breath to allow you to project your voice and also calm yourself, this is where it all begins. So the breathing is the foundation of everything. And this is what we also really focus on.
That is incredible. Do you want to add something, Marianne, to that? And really, I think that brings us back to also what happens biologically when you start to breathe properly and when your voice is expressing confidence. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a very strong state where you feel very confident and certain and sure, then you find that your voice reflects that. But when you're concerned or you're stressed out or you're anxious, you find sometimes it's hard to even express yourself. You might even feel like it's choking here, or there's a lump. So psychologically, the things we go through in our life tend to manifest in our body, whether it is in our vocal cords, like there's something you want to say, and you say, I'm choked, I just don't feel like I can say it or express it. Well, what do? You express with your voice. If you think about a situation where, for example, you're in a state of danger, right? Let's say you're a lady, you park your car, God forbid, you're coming to open up your car, and a thief shows up with a gun and says, give me your money or your life, and you try to scream for help, and your voice doesn't come out. So you see your voice gets attacked by whatever mental state that you're in, and training your voice and understanding the value of your voice adds so much value to the quality of your life because your brain has connected with your voice all your life. So it knows that when you're laughing, right, or you're communicating with authority, it overrides whatever image is in your brain and actually changes your biochemical structure. Okay, and this is something very important to understand. And so I'm going to switch a little bit to the inner voice for a few seconds, and then we'll bring it all together, if that's okay, ladies, if you'll allow me. When we talk about the inner voice is truly a reflection of everything we've learned in our life from the moment that we were born until the moment that we are in right now. And this is very important because your inner voice very much dictates many of the choices you tend to make, and it's the one either supporting you or holding you back from achieving your success. So how many times have you gone into a situation where you meet individuals and your inner voice is telling you what you think other people are thinking about you? And it's almost like it's in your ear constantly telling you where you're not good enough, or you need to wow, they're gonna look at you. What are they gonna think when you act this way? You're gonna be such an idiot when you come up and present and you say your thoughts and ideas. So these are all very valuable and essential things to be aware of. Let's go into tools and tips and tricks and things that we can do. But before that, we're gonna have a Q&A just for fun. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a winner through the Q&A, but we're going to give you one last task to do that's going to get you to win a coaching session with Reine and Christina together jointly on Zoom. And that will be at the end of the session. So stick around so that you could win that. And it's not something to take lightly because they are valuable coaches and they do charge a good amount, not an expensive amount, but a fair amount. So of course, they do also support individuals who are having financial challenges. So do feel free to reach out and I'm sure they'll take good care of you. Bottom line is there's a couple of questions that they prepared. And would you ladies like to go through those questions by turn? Or would you like me to do it? Or how would you like things? I have no problem getting you to do the talking.
Okay. Okay, so test 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? So the first one, I'm gonna ask you if it's important to drink water for your voice. Is it something that we are supposed to do?
Christina, your camera is out on your iPad on the StreamYard. I think because some people lost some power. So let's do it like a true and false statement, and that way people can send T or F. So is it good to drink water? What's the statement?
Okay.
The statement is that people should drink water.
Yes. Okay, I can't hear you.
Marianne, can you hear me now?
I think we're having connection problems.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So the statement that you're talking about is that people should drink water. Go ahead. Say the entire statement. This is
So
funny.
should you drink water
Yes.
to help your voice or to make
Okay, so the same
sound
is,
better?
that's right. Does drinking water help you to sound better? True or false? I have, let me take. Literally, you guys didn't tell me I'm muted. I've been talking for 20 minutes. So everyone said true. Okay, awesome. Let's go to Christina. The next one.
So the next question is, does smoking harm your voice? True or false?
Okay, so smoking harms your voice. True or false? Yeah, guys, I know I'm muting myself, but I'm not a studio expert, and I'm trying to like jump from different voice things. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, I know I'm not muted. So Michael's saying true. I see Rida is saying true. I'm gonna unmute you, Christina.
Okay, so of course it's true. Mariran can provide you with more details about this, but from a singer perspective, for example, it's very bad because it will allow some toxins to accumulate on your voice, which is very bad. So technically, that's it.
Okay, Marianne, you're unmuted. The next one, please.
Okay, so
All right, I'm gonna help a little bit because it seems that Marianne, you're having a connection challenge, and Christina too. So I'm gonna say this one out loud. Honey helps heal the vocal cords. Honey helps heal the vocal cords. True or false? True or false? What do you guys think? I've heard so many times that honey is so good for you when you're a singer. So true or false? Honey helps heal the vocal cord.
okay, it's not true because nothing ever touches your vocal cords. So honey will give you the sensation that you hydrated your muscles, but it will not heal your voice. So it's not good to eat honey before you sing or before you give a presentation.
Okay, that's awesome because a lot of people have written true, and you just helped us to understand that that is false. So honey never actually gets your vocal cords, and it just gives you the sensation that you're feeling better, but in fact, it doesn't help you sing at all. So that is a false statement. See, we're learning something. I'm going to read the next one. I should be using numbing throat spray when it hurts when singing. So if I'm singing, I should be using the numbing throat spray to support me so that it doesn't hurt anymore. True or false? True or false? Okay, I'm going to put some music and let you guys decide.
Okay, so it's a false because if this sensation is numbed in your throat, you're prone to actually push more and actually force على your vocal cords, which is something very bad. So the best way for you to do it is to rest your voice and hydrate, and then you can sing later on.
That's really amazing. And guys, thank you so much for being patient with us with the audio challenges and the echo that's coming in, but we're doing our best. Marianne, it's on to you.
Okay, so we have two vocal cords. Is it correct? I cannot hear you actually. Can you hear me?
Okay, it seems there's a connection issue with Marianne. She'll be back in a few seconds. I'll ask you the question again very quickly. Marianne, you're disconnected on Instagram. If you want to rejoin, please. Don't worry. This is so funny. I've never done this, having 3 people on 5 different platforms, but we're trying, guys. We're trying to see if it works. Okay, give me 1 second as I connect Marianne. Go live with Eco Voices. Here we go. And really quickly, just to repeat it back, true or false, ladies and gentlemen, we have 6 vocal cords. We have 6 vocal cords. True or false? So Mina is saying hydrater, attendre les cordes vocales. So I think yes. Je ne sais pas what topic you are now discussing. And Christina, do not laugh at me. I'm your brother, woman. All right. So Michael is saying 2 chords. Michael's saying 2 chords. I'm taking a look. Thank you, Maria, for being so supportive. Thank you, Maha. So what do you think, guys? True or false? Do we have 6 vocal cords?
Okay, no, we only have 2 vocal cords, and they are located in your neck. So if you put your hand on your neck and you swallow, you're gonna feel that something is going up and down. This is your voice box, and your 2 vocal cords are located in your voice box. So you can give it a try.
It's really funny because everyone's writing true, false, true, false. We're so confused. We don't know, which is cool. Moving on, I should avoid dairy products to preserve my voice. I should avoid dairy products to preserve my voice. To Christina.
Okay, so it's a false. Yes. No.
Rifa saying we're not a guitar. Rifa?
Rifat.
Rifat. Okay, I can only.
Yoga instructor, by the way.
Rifat, you're a great yoga instructor. 555-333 live sessions right now.
Okay, so should I answer that? Okay, so just as Mariran was talking about honey, again, nothing ever touches your vocal cords. So there's no point in avoiding dairy products and they don't cause any harm to your voice. But there are some foods that could cause you acid reflux. So Kamen, it's important to avoid them so that they won't cause any discomfort in your throat, such as chocolate, tomatoes, acidic, foods and stuff like that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, even though I love Suja and Bastelma. And let's move on to cough drops, because cough drops is good. Mary Reine, cough drops is all yours in 3. It's all yours.
Okay, so does cough drops help me sing better?
Do cough drops help me sing better? Do cough drops, is that true or false? Let's see what people say. By the way, Mariran, Jihad is asking that some people drink alcohol before they sing. Is that good or bad?
So it's good to have a small sip, but not more, because if you drink a lot of alcohol, you're gonna lose control on your voice, and you might put more pressure and tension on your vocal cords and be at risk of developing a vocal injury. So just a small sip and that's it.
Regarding cough drops?
Okay, so they're not good because they're not good because some of them has menthol in them, and this is a dehydrating agent, so they will absorb all the water that you have on your vocal cords, and again you will irritate your vocal cords.
Okay, Marianne, it seems that you're having some connection challenges. If I know correctly, I think your Instagram is on 3G and your computer is on Wi-Fi. Is that correct? Okay. Dance like a penguin, if that is correct. Okay, cool. And you think I have a great hairstyle? Do the flamingo, if that's correct. Woo! Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, just to answer this question again and repeat back to what Marianne was saying, because obviously I don't know, but she's explaining to us. Cough drops do not help you because they have dehydrating agents sometimes, and these dehydrating agents could hurt and take the moisture away from your vocal cords, then leading to an injury. Is that correct? Yes? Okay, cool. Fantastic. Also, read the fine print. In case of emergency, contact Christina. At the same point in time, drinking alcohol is not actually good for you either when you're singing. Last one for today. Tea is good for your voice. So they say don't drink coffee for the voice because it can cause acid reflux. So we could drink tea. Tea is good for the voice. True or false? True or false? Ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for your responses, guys. True or false? Drinking tea is good for the voice. What do you say? So the responses so far are, we've got, let's see, Michael's saying false. Jihad is saying true. We also have Jabour saying true. Rima is saying false. Lauren is saying false if it has caffeine. Randa is saying false. Maria is saying false. Lynn is saying true. And Christina, I'm so sorry. What's it? Rifat? Rifat, the amazing yoga instructor in the More Planet universe of Lebanon, is saying true. And apparently he knows a lot about voices. So what is the answer, Christina?
So to everyone who said false, it just depends. If the tea has caffeine, it's very bad for the voice. So caffeine, coffee is very bad. So if it's a herbal tea or it's like a chamomile, then this is something good for the voice. It would be good. But the best remedy for the vocal cords, or the best friend of the vocal cords, is water. So stay hydrated. That's the best thing for you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is, I'm sorry, I'm having so much fun with my sister, and my sister's best friend and partner, and also a member of our family. I just want to tell you something. I want to do a small shout out to Frenda Graves, who's also a dear friend of mine and a colleague in the coaching industry, and she's an incredible, incredible coach. So, Frenda, thank you for saying it's true. I just haven't talked to you for such a long time. I miss you. And what we're going to do right now is go to Maria, who has been waiting so patiently. Sweet, sweet Maria. Let's invite Maria on. Maria Tabbal, welcome to the show. She's muted herself, so hopefully she will be with us in a few seconds. I don't think she was ready for me to just get her to come on live. 3, 2, 1. If she is not able to connect, okay, we'll give her a few seconds. In the meantime, guys, last chance to ask questions to Christina and Reine. This is it. Time for Jeopardy. What do you guys want to ask them finally when it comes to the voice? I just want to give you access. Christina and Reine, can you share your information at the bottom in the chat? Please, letting everyone know how to contact you. So they have Eco Voices. Give us your website. Come on, let's type those down in the comments in the chat, please. Also on Instagram. Maybe share a number that they can get in touch with you. Guys, if my sister puts her number and you reach her out, or Reine, in a bad way, I will find you and I will kill you. So be polite. Okay? Let's take a look. Manal is asking a question all the way from Salut Christina. Quel est le conseil que vous pouvez donner à une personne qui va prendre la parole en public pendant une longue durée? So public speaking for a long time, I guess that's what Manal is saying. You feel free to laugh at my French anytime, ladies and gentlemen. And I know Reine's laughing because she lived in Belgium, so she speaks French. I'm going to shut up and let you guys answer that.
So, hi Manal, I hope you're doing well. If I want to brief it from a few points, and I'm going to let Reine continue. First and foremost, you start with the mind. So technically, and John was mentioning something about our inner voice. So one of my teachers back, like 6 years ago, she once told me, your voice is your mirror. So صوتك مرايتك, to whoever is saying. So This means that whatever you feel on the inside, you will project on the outside. As someone who's been singing for the past 10 years, and I've been on stages, different stages and festivals and performances, I learned something that was very important for me, that when I went on stage and I, thought about what people are going to say about me. Am I going to sing correctly? Am I going to sound good? Is my look okay? I'd focus all this energy of judgment on myself and not enjoy the process and not project my energy to the audience. But when I shifted this perspective, and I learned, or I thought to myself, I want to focus on making an impact and changing the course of things, and making and just entertaining people, connecting with them through the music. This is what changed my performance, and John would agree with that. He's also, been on this journey with me. So just first and foremost, just keep this confidence that you got this, you can make it happen, you can make it change. And of course, there are some technical aspects that you can work on, that we work on, whether it's, the breathing, the posture, the choice of words, the voice parameters, which Mariran and I work on. There's a whole like a bundle of things that, like if you're holding a basket, so you have the voice, you have the posture, you have the breathing, you have the words. So we work on all those together, and if you'd like, we can really help you on that manner. But yeah, I guess that if that answers your question, let me know. And if Mariran wants to add something, then she can also go for that.
Okay, I just want to add one more thing, that it's very important to warm up before any presentation or a performance. Also, it's very important to cool down your voice once you finished. So, and the rest is what Christina said.
Awesome, Marianne. So I have a couple more questions for you guys, but I want to add something small. So Christina and Marianne helped me also pay attention to something, because Manal, when you do public speaking, you're talking for a very, very long time. So one of the primary tips that they gave me is to drink water every 20, 30 minutes minimum, and drink a lot of it. So every time, resting my voice and then drinking water, 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 water. Now, the side effect of that is that you go to the bathroom a lot. But the positive side is that every single time I'm talking, like right now, in previous live sessions I've done, like last year, I could talk for an hour and take two small sips. But today, and in general now, I will drink at least 2 bottles of water during a session like this, which is within an hour, and it's helped me to stay more relaxed. And two, it shifted my breathing down to my stomach, so I put less pressure on trying to. Something that I used to do was, when I wanted to make things more exciting for you, and I probably still do this a little bit, is my voice would go up higher. So I push pressure and I try to project that energy to the audience. The side effect of that is that I actually was hurting my vocal cords temporarily for a short period of time. So that could be something that, again, if you really want to know, remember, it's all customized to your unique voice and your diaphragm and your palate and all that kind of stuff. I didn't even know that my palate from the inside wasn't vibrating. So now they make me do these exercises like this, okay, and stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. And I tried to do this in a training the other day, and they thought I was completely nuts. They said, "What kind of weird exercises are these? Where are you from? Are you an alien?" So the bottom line is that you can do all those. I have Rima again asking a question to talk about sleep. And I know this was one of the points, but I skipped it because I didn't think that it was something so relevant, but apparently it is, and I'm going to feel sorry about that for the rest of my life.
Okay, so it's very important to rest, because your vocal cords are made of muscles and ligaments. So, like every other muscle in your body, if your body is tired, your voice is going to be tired. So, you need to rest, you need to sleep at least 8 hours before an important event or performance, and let your vocal cords take all the rest they need.
Amazing. Also, Rima is saying, I don't know why, Christina, am I having a connection problem on Instagram? It looks like the internet just went out for a few seconds. Let me see. Seems like I lost connection. Are you guys still seeing me on Instagram? No? Just 1 second, everybody. I'm checking my connection on Instagram. It seems to be uploading again. Please work. Please work. Please work. Just now. I'm just joking. I know I'm muted. Okay. So while we're waiting for Instagram to kick back in, I'm just gonna ask really quickly. Michael is asking, can you tell if someone's being deceptive by their voice, and if so, how? So I just want to check really quickly. Reine and Christina, are you also connecting issues on Instagram?
Yes, there has a, I can't see you. I can't see both of you.
You can't see both of us. Okay.
Yes.
I'm connected to the internet.
Trying to connect as well.
Thank God we have this working. I'm so sorry, guys. Be patient with us for a few seconds. Come on, beautiful connection. Let's see on this phone. So sorry, guys. Just 1 second. Let's put some music for you to make it entertaining while we wait for this to work. 1 second. We'll be back. Can you hear the music? Okay, a few seconds. Let me just check. Seems that the connection has gone down. There seems to be an internet problem in the country in general. I'm trying this again. Let me try 4G again. Tech. All right, let's wrap up. I'm not sure what's happening. Okay, so Christina and Reine, we're going to wrap up. I'm so sorry for this, but we've reached the time limit anyways. Let's see. Christina just went dark. I can see all three of you. All right, what you're doing is doing in a great way. So final word. Reine, you muted yourself, so I can't unmute you until you unmute yourself.
I did. Okay, so I just want to say that we were so excited about the live today, and we had fun, and I hope that everyone did. And if they have questions, they can always reach out. And I think Christina has something to say. I see it in her eyes.
I just want to say as well that it was a pleasure. It was so much fun to be with you here, and we just thank you for being with us. And I guess that's it. I'm not going to be philosophical about it anymore. We look forward to hearing from you. And again, if you have any questions, we are more than happy to share with you whatever we know, whatever we can help you with. Just don't hesitate to contact us.
Okay, so I'm trying to get my phone to work again, but for some reason it's just gone berserk. I think what happened is that the app crashed on Instagram, and I'm really sorry for that, but it happens to the best phones. I'm just trying to see if I can get it back just to say goodbye to everyone. Give me 1 second as I try to resolve this. And I have 50,000 apps open. Let's see, live video paused. Come on, people. And it's not working anymore, so I'm going to end it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. It's such a pleasure. There's no more worries about the sound quality anymore because we only have one platform running. I'm going to bring my mic. There we go. We're back. Just a goodbye from Christina, Reine, and me. Thank you so much for watching us. Thank you so much for supporting us. Sorry about what happened on Insta. I don't know what happened. The app crashed and it just didn't continue working. However, we'll be back next Friday with more information. If you guys want Christina and Reine back for another episode of Crucial Conversations, just feel free to let us know. If you pay me enough, I'll bring them back on the show. No problems there. I only take fresh money, don't talk to me about anything else. So only fresh dollar, something I can taste, put in my pocket and buy a Ferrari. Yalla. So let's say goodbye, everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Have a beautiful weekend. God bless you. See you next Friday on Crucial and Honest Conversations. Take care of yourself and goodbye. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Reine.
Thank you.
I'll see you in a little bit.